Yes, viewers, people are entitled to their different opinions, but ours is to give you the update of the current situation of some constructions that are going on in Onitsha. The focus on this particular video, is about Onitsha in Anambra state of Nigeria. So we are going to give you the summary of ongoing projects, also some completed projects in Onitsha, Anambra state. And please, I would like to, remind you that it's good to see the details of, the video presented before making any comments, so that you don't make comments, out of half information or less than complete information. That is the point. Get the full information from this video and, drop your comments, because it is through your comments that we can dissect what we have watched and, have better information considering what we have presented and what people are thinking about the projects that are going on in Onitsha specifically. We have done that of Awka, but this one is about Onitsha. Thank you. Like I said, we are going to give you the details of projects that are going on in Onitsha, Anambra State, and I bet you each project has its own uniqueness. So it is vital that you let us know what you think about, each of these projects that we are going to present to you, because it's a kind of feedback mechanism to the general public and to the government that gave out these contracts to the contractors. Having said that, the number one project we are going to show you is Obuduku Road, which is under dualization. Every thanks goes to the governor of Anambra State for the good work he is doing in the state. Despite that, there are some, few condemnations concerning the work done so far. To be specific, probably the type of contractors being used, and absence of walkways, open drainage. But the main third road itself is the major thing that is needed. But the other road infrastructures are quite important because of safety and ensuring that other road users enjoy the road too. If only is about tearing the road, it means that other road users are not being considered. That is the meaning. So, but in the aspect of dualizing some of the roads in Anambra State, it is a very welcome development, of which is going to open up the state and ensure free flow of traffic, because of the commercial nature of Anambra State. Road is not something that should be joked with. Road should be the number one access or asset that Anambra State government should possess. That good road and standard road should be, the most important thing to ensure that the commercial activities in the state is not hampered in any way. So that comes with a whole lot of advantages that is needed to improve the ease of doing business in this state. So, but today we are going to show you what is going on in Obuduku. The place we are now is very close to Ndidawel. They call it Ndidawel axis. The back of this place is known for market. There is a little market here, and spillover from the one at Coca-Cola market, but the Coca-Cola market has been banned. So it's just this one here, and this road is usually busy. Another good challenge that people will have here is stopping people from trading on the street. That will be another big challenge when this dualization work is completed. Street traders sitting on the street, taking half of the road, in short, should be banned and sustained with enforcement. That is the plan, and that is the aim to achieve this dualization of this road successfully. If not done that. So as it is now, we are going to move down towards Atani Road. Upon reaching Atani Road, we are going to cover a reverse view to have the complete view of this Oboduku Road. Oboduku Road is strategically located. In fact, every road in Onitsha and Anambra State is strategically located because of the interconnectivity of almost all the roads. Like this Oboduku Road connects Atani Road and also connects Owerri Road and some other minor adjoining roads that you can use to cut off Opiweka completely. If you are coming from Bridgehead, if you don't want to follow Opiweka, you can use Oboduku Road to cut it off through Atani or through some minor roads too. So it's supposed to be in top shape. Also, this Oboduku Road connects the industrial layout of Ogbaru. Is highly connected with the industrial layout. Like from this axis now up is more of industries. This is where the industries of Onitsha metropolis have been located. A whole lot of industries. So dualizing it is, long overdue, even though I never had in mind about this axis being dualized, but it's very important because of the, advantages of dualizing roads. Like I said, it can improve traffic flow, it can enhance safety, increase capacity of that road. What about economic development? That when you upgrade a road, is going to help people to do more business by ease of movement. Then you talk about accessibility and connectivity. It will become quite easy, and to connect other places will be easier. So it has a whole lot of advantages, and when you achieve all this, you save more time. Business has to do with time, and movement is very, very important in a commercial state or city. So that is the point. Having shown you that Oboduku Road we are going to present next to you is Opiweka dualization. Opiweka is currently under dualization, but you are going to see for yourself what is going on there. And what we are doing here in this channel, we are not playing, we are not joking. What we are doing here is to show you the reality of things, and we are into serious business. So comment and respond based on what you have seen and the information that you have gathered. Then I want you not to forget the fact that what we are doing here always go a long way to reach out to people that you don't expect. Now we are in front of Ochanja main market. That is where we are now. So we are going to stretch it down to Ochanja roundabout now. So here now is Ochanja roundabout. Usually, we have been saying this thing, this place need a complete dual lane flyover. But, well, I don't know, government decides what they want to do and they do it. But if you ask me, this place need a flyover to connect this dualization and connect Zix Avenue to the other Niger Street that moves down to Main Market. That should be the actual connection. But sometimes I don't know, but I feel like if the government is not ready to execute a project, they can just, have patience and do the ones they are doing to standard, so that tomorrow even the next 3 governors will not have any cause to go and visit that place. That is what I am saying. But let's go and see, at the level of work and the pace of work that is going on this Iweka Road axis. This is Modebel Junction by Iweka Road. This is an intersection. From here down there, the road narrows down to single lane towards Main Market. Yes, we are moving towards Moore Street, and if I tell you, you may not believe, this particular road now is not more than 2 months old. It's newly constructed road, and you can see how sand have littered everywhere, as if it's an old constructed road, but the road is less than 2 months old. That brings down to what we have been saying in this channel concerning sweeping the road. The third project we are going to show you is the road construction going on at Port Harcourt Road, Fege, Onitsha. That is the one we are going to show you right now. So take note of each and every aspect of construction we are showing you, so that you can drop your comments accordingly. Thank you. This is Niger Street, the street that leads directly into the Onitsha Main Market. And just about 10 meters from here, we are going to divert right into Port Harcourt Road. Yes, we are standing right there at the intersection of the Port Harcourt Road with Niger Street Road. Wow, what a very neat starting point of this road. Yes, I tell you that in some places, even in some African countries, whenever they paint road like this, the road remains like this because of constant maintenance and keeping it in good shape by sweeping. Some people wash their roads to make it sand free. But I bet you by the time vehicles started plying this road, when we come back again, you will not know this road again, because it will be full of sand everywhere, dirt. Nobody cares, nothing happens to it to keep it neat and the rest of them. This is a known fact. But we will not keep quiet. We will still talk about it. Probably there may be plans. The governments are, cooking to ensure that the roads are free from sands, waste, and a whole lot of them. Just imagine and see how neat these roads are. Just how sweet and attractive the roads are. If the roads continue to be like this is enough attraction for people that wants to, do one or two things. There is this, they will have this impression that yes, there are good people living here, people that cares about the environment and a whole lot of that. It is not magic, it's a known fact, and until we start looking into details concerning our environment, our road, we are not going anywhere. It will be the usual wake up, go to market, come back, rest. We need to add some, ingredients in Onitsha and Anambra state at large. Yes, God has blessed us with commercial activities, but we need to pimp them. We need to twitch them, make them look, modern age, commercial, things that we are doing in the state. That's what we are saying. People have been saying and talking about this open drainage. We here, we have been saying it, that it encourages people to come and dump waste inside those gutters. And aside that, government don't, enforce the law that they said that is against, unhealthy environment, bushy environment, people having waste in front of their, gutters. There is no enforcement on that, so these things keep happening. Well, the road markings are still going on, but we want to get to that place that the road probably where they stopped for now to mark the road or whatever. So, but we are moving down there to see exactly what the situation looks like. Yes, this is the people doing the road markings. As you can see them doing their job. They have a department in government ministry. There is an agency, ministry, part of government in charge of this road. So what okay. So probably one day the government might decide to have people in charge of road construction, buy all the equipment, do the construction by themselves and every other thing, instead of this idea of giving money to contractors. Government can actually employ first class graduates from our universities, open up a ministry part of works that will be in charge of road construction. But I don't know our system and how it works. This idea of looking for money everywhere and there, and the whole lot of things are in a mess. I don't know, but this should be the actual things to do and to save money. Well, let's Actually, the idea of having speed bumps is quite okay because we know the kind of motorists that we have in this part of the world. If you don't do something that will forcefully stop them, they can never obey rules and regulations, probably because of the lapses in enforcement, and that is the major reason. If people always draw their ear that this thing is wrong, and there is a way of punishment, if possible, jail terms, people will not be doing such. But speed bumps are the only avenue to forcefully get them to a stop and slow down, while they continue with their movement. Well, that place is Awka Junction. We've just passed Awka Junction and we are moving down towards that Premier or Life Beer side. That's the exit we are moving down to now. Yes, that blue fence, you can see it by the right, it belongs to Life Beer. That is at the back is Premier Beer, so that is the location. Well, government has to do a very important job here after constructing road. By now, they are supposed to have fashion out ways to sweep the roads and keep it clean. If it's not done, dust and sand will come and deface all these road markings. You will not see them again. It looks like it will become as if it has not been marked. Well, they have done it, but like I said, it would have been better if there is a way of cleaning the road and ensure a proper way of cleaning the road before putting on these road markings, because eventually it will be covered and they are gone. That is the thing. It's not that the markings are not there, but they will be covered. That is the problem. So there is no need delaying all these things. Eventually, I know that it must come to that. We must not live and continue living in this kind of dirty environment and dirty roads. We must move forward and make our environment and place attractive for ourselves and outsiders. That is the plan, and that is the target of the governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Soludo, and I believe and I hope that that target will be met, making Anambra a smart mega city. Smart mega city, proper road network, of course, road standard must be there. You recognize the pedestrians and their safety. You don't recognize pedestrian safety if you give them open drainages and the walkways are so rough. That is the idea. I am speaking, I know what I'm talking about. I am not guessing because I have done some little research on these things. Well, we are moving towards, this is St. Jude axis by the left, St. Jude Catholic Church. And lo and behold, the asphalting has reached here. Even the road markings, some of them are done by the side, both sides. Wow, that's a good one. And we are still moving ahead towards Awka. Yes, we are just close to Ezamata. This is Ezamata Motor Park by the left, and the GUO by the left also. Then by the right is, we call it Ugwalsa Park. That's a very large park behind Opiweka, Lagos Park. Well, you can see that the whole length of the road has been asphalted, and both sides, marked. Till I come your way next time, I say bye for now. The fourth road we are going to show you today is Main Market Road. That is the Niger Street, coming from Bridgehead, Onitsha, moving to Onitsha Main Market. The road has been completed for some time now, but you can see the present situation of the road. So let's give you the complete view of this road. Thank you. After going through this video, please don't forget to share it with others. We must do something towards this direction to get these things corrected. You never can tell, it might get to people in authority and they will do something towards that. And we are not judging anybody for the situation, because they might not be aware of exactly what is happening. But let's assume that they are not aware, and this is the opportunity to let them know the exact situation of things on this road, because government cannot spend millions of naira, building road, and will allow it like that to go bad again, once again. Well, this concern is not only for us, everybody is concerned on what is going on this road, and it's quite an unfortunate situation. If nothing is done on this road presently, it's going to affect the usage of this road in near future. The big question now is there any justification for the people in authority, the government, individual inclusive, seeing the whole investment on this road, going bad like this, and nothing happens? Of course, the answer is no. So if the answer is no, why is it taking time for positive things to start happening on this road, as in to get it maintained? You can see the level of sand. In fact, the sand on this road is something else. Once rain start dropping now, you will see what is going to happen to this road, honestly speaking. And why we keep calling government is that government should be the one to enforce any law that is guiding any environment, and they are the ones that have spent the public money, the taxpayers' money, to get this road done. So keeping mute on what is happening on this road, I don't think is the best thing to do. Well, if I tell you that I'm not disappointed, I'm a liar. I am disappointed, sort of, because I believe by now something positive should have started happening. Everybody should be involved in finding the solution to keeping our roads sand free. Yes, we don't leave the discussion or the solution to anybody in particular. Let us all join hands to see how we can do this thing, because it's assumed that nothing is coming out from government up till now, that their own road, the road they constructed, is yet to be kept clean. You can see what is happening. So the idea now is, let's find a solution. There must be a solution to all this. As it is happening here, it's happening in other cities of Anambra State. Every road, every new road is suffering the same fate. So let's find a solution to all this. Even inside, close to Main Market, you can see everywhere not quite an attractive environment. Well, Now, in the process of showing you Niger Street, we are going to add the Creek Road. You know, Creek Road joins to Niger Street here. From here down there is a Creek Road, and the construction work is going on there. So we are going to show you what is going on there, so that you can have the first class information and then know what you are talking when it comes to commenting. Coming here, we've not seen any serious thing happening here. In fact, I don't think I've seen any machine on this road. Any excavator, any machine on this road is just, some few people digging gutters, everlasting gutter. You can see. Okay, let's go down and see how the situation is down there. Then I remember telling you guys that something was demolished somewhere there. I'm talking about demolition. That is not a new thing. If something does not resonate with what government wants, they can demolish. So we are still on Creek Road. Actually, you can connect to Modebel. Modebel from here. From that junction, you can connect to Modebel, and from this junction also, you can take right to Zix Avenue. And Zix Avenue, I don't know for sure what is happening there, but we are still going to visit there, but it will not be in this video. Zix Avenue connects down to Ochanja roundabout and connects to Main Market Road. So if you observe here now, by the left here, there was a concrete work that they molded here one certain time. So, but I don't know why that thing was demolished. It was later demolished. Probably it does not meet up to the required standard. I don't know actually the reason. So that refers me to, removing something that is not quite okay in our environment. Having in mind some, or substandard construction going on at Iweka Road, or Piweka interchange to be precise. Yes, I think they are reorganizing this junction. They used another thing to symbolize this place. That thing is coming out is a metal work. I can see the metal work there. It looks like a box. Now we are done with the Creek Road, and we are about to re-enter into Niger Street. That's the street that leads to Main Market and connects the bridge at Onitsha. Yes, viewers, next is Okpoko. We are going to Okpoko, and you know that Okpoko has so many roads that are going on there. So we are going to show you, some major parts of this road in this video, so that you can comment accordingly. Aside the various road construction going on in Okpoko, there is a general hospital that is under construction now in Okpoko. So now this is the actual road that leads into Awka. Well, I'm surprised. This road is still like this. Even you can see some sign of erosion eating the road gradually, signifying that it has been here for a very long time. Well, this road has been like this. Has been like this for long. This particular one now has been like this for a very long time. You can see erosion has eaten the road a bit inside. You can see small gullies. This market is called Ojoto Market. It's one of the markets in Awka. This axis we are moving towards the well, the place they call the well. That's where we're moving. Yes, if you have not subscribed to YangaLife channel, please click on the subscription button, notification bell, like this video, and please share this video. Share this video. We need contributors. We need people that will show concern in what we are doing. People that things that they can show it, people that matters, so that something reasonable can come out of it. That is what we are doing. Our aim is to make our place, our environment, a good one, and make it attractive for visitors to come around and see that we are living like human beings. That is what we are doing in this channel. And also entertainment. We entertain you with some places that you also want to see. Yes, and don't forget to make your observations and drop your comments. Let's interact in the comment section. Thank you. So now we are at the well. This is where they call the well. That Coca-Cola market busted out here. So the market activities at the back of this place is fully functional. So now we are going towards the place that we're going to see the constructions that are going on here. We are taking right now and we are moving towards that direction to see what is going on. Well, the last time that we visited, there is no stone base on this axis. Probably they started laying the stone base earlier last time we visited, but not up to this axis. And they've not gone far again. It's just here. Well, the scraping of this road, I think it has been done more than 10 times. It has been done more than 10 times. I'm very sure of what I'm saying. Because every time we come to this axis, this road is like this. So I don't know why the delay. If they are going to use this space to construct this Omokoro, then we are looking at 8 years or 7 years to finish up this work. But we are still going to visit some other places to be sure of the level of work done so far at that side. Yes, last time we visited here, the job here has not been up to this level last time we visited. But now the job is coming up, but on a very slow speed. You can see one person on the site. Probably you can see another person down there again. That shows that the work is very slow. You can see 2, 3 people here. You know, there is not much people on the site, but who knows where the issue is coming from, whether they are lacking fund or the issue is from them. I don't know. So, but the point is that there is improvement this axis. It was not like this last time we visited. So there is a great improvement towards this road. But let's move down a bit and see what is going on down there. So this is where we can end. We cannot go further here. So we're going to have a reverse view and visit the General Hospital construction view. So viewers, by the right here is the General Hospital, but let's see the map of the hospital before we go inside. This is the map, the plan of the hospital, General Hospital Awka. It's a new initiative, it's a new plan by the governor of Anambra State, Governor Charles Soludo. So the building is being done from the scratch. So let's move a bit down by the left. We enter the site. So now this is the site of the General Hospital. So we are going a bit down inside the place. You can see the foundation. So you can see vehicle moving down there. That is Second Niger Bridge. You can see that place is the Second Niger Bridge. It's not far from here. So we are done there sharply, and we are leaving. We are moving towards another place that we have not been before. I have not shown you that place, that side of Umeweke axis and the rest of them. From there we are going to bust out at Obodoku Road. From Obodoku we move straight to Opiwe. Honestly speaking, I thought by now these places are done and dusted. But last time we visited some months ago, it's more than 1 month, we saw their machine here as if they are going to lay the asphalt. But I'm surprised to still see stone base here. Don't know what really that is happening here. So now watch the area we are going to divert now. Earlier we used left when we went to the well, but now we are going to use right to assess this place. We go towards Secretariat Oboko. That Oboko Secretariat will come out there and move towards the other side direction. So now this is the fence of Oboko Secretariat and court. There is a court there. Judiciary. There is a court inside that secretariat. So, but we are leaving almost immediately. Let's move towards Bodogu side and we'll end our movement of Oboko by going towards Opiwe. Well, this place is looking like the other side that we just passed. They have the same look, signifying that it has been long. This place has been like this. And that is the truth of the matter. So now we are busted out at Obodoku Road. This is Obodoku Road, and we are going to take right. Yes, just having shown you Oboko, I want to believe that you have made your observation concerning the Oboko. So next is Sixth Avenue, and we are going to show you what is going on in Sixth Avenue. So keep making your observation reserved. After the video, you are going to present it to us. Let's have a discussion concerning what you have observed. And don't forget. And this next one here is Sixth Avenue. It comes out at Ochanja roundabout. And this place is the highbrow of a commercial heart, of Onitsha. That's why road is vital in the commercial city of Onitsha and Anambra State at large. So now we have entered Sixth Avenue. Sixth Avenue is quite spacious. It has a very space road, but it's just that as usual, open drainage and lots of sand because it's not constantly put in shape and maintained. So, but let's see what happens. We are moving down towards Ochanja roundabout, and I will show you where it's connected to Iweka Road. So you can see that the connectivity is super. Anywhere you can move and avoid traffic, in case of a traffic hold up. So, but I want you to observe this place. This place has been asphalted. It's a kind of palliative work here. I don't think the whole of this place was excavated. They dig the drainage and applied another layer of asphalt on this side. By the right there is Top Rank Hotel. It's a known hotel in Onitsha and has been there for decades. Then by the left is the mini stadium, Onitsha North, Onitsha South Stadium. Then we are moving down towards Ochanja roundabout. That's where we are going now. Then if you observe well, you can see that this street has a similar view of Port Harcourt Road, but just that this particular one is spacious. It's more spacious than Port Harcourt Road. This one will be quite easy to dualize if the government wishes to dualize the road. So, but there might be no need dualizing it, but in the case of excess fund, this type of streets can be easily dualized with enough space and a good walkway. That's where the government can show the state of arts in road construction. There is nothing to hinder them along this Sixth Avenue, giving it a very good facelift if the government cares to do that. So shortly we are getting close to Ochanja Market axis. Like I said, the company that is doing this work is Grand Star. Grand Star, I bet you, in fact, their work is on a very, very slow speed. I have not seen any changes apart from this place that had a kind of smoother movement. You know, probably earth moving machine worked on it, and very soon it's going to be stone based and tarred. But there's a challenge here. I don't know what is wrong with our waste management, honestly speaking. Upon inquiry, I was told that all this waste along this road, that it is the third day that the wastes are there. They were being packed out of our drainage system and have them dumped along the roads there, that they have been there for 3 days. You know, something is terribly wrong with the people that are packing this waste. So if they need more hands, or probably it will be shared to them according to streets instead of according to, you know, sections, because all indication shows that they cannot manage this waste. We need more people to invest in waste management in Anambra State, and if government can hear this, cover the whole drainage so that waste cannot find easily, you know, into the drainage system. It's because people sweep waste into the drainage system and they throw their waste inside the drainage system. That's why this whole lot of waste are piled up inside gutters. Well, right now we are at Awka Road. This is the roundabout that connects Awka Road to Onitsha Main Market and Niger Street. Like I said, you can see what is going on here. We walk around here and we are going to have our reverse view. You can see a whole heap of waste has been lying here like this for 3 days, 3 good days, not minding the health hazard, not minding the eyesore and everything. Man, something has to be done concerning this waste management. But until then, until we find the good answer to this, then we'll be sure of what we are saying. So right now we are having our reverse view. This place is a commercial area. The entire city of Onitsha and Anambra State are commercial areas. So all this money realized in IGR, a lot of them has to go into managing waste. It is a must. It must go into waste management, a huge sum of it. If we must keep our city to be a livable city and the smart city that the governor has in mind of making Anambra State to be, like I usually said, some other small goals are attached when it comes to the bigger goal of achieving a smart city. Managing waste is one of them, and a good road construction and a well-connected road is largely part of a smart city. In my previous videos, I've outlined what made a city a smart city. You can check it up in my previous videos. So, but let's keep going. This is 6th Avenue in Onitsha. So next is the Solution Parks and Garden located at Awka Interchange. So now we are going to the site of the construction work. We are already on the site. You can see it. Work is still going on there, you know, the way it was. Nothing has changed. Work is still going on. So, but probably those in authority, their attention have not been called to this. I don't know, I'm not sure. Because I remember there is one construction work at Fege, just close to that creek road towards that Udumeje's ministry. There is a structure there. It was recently done and are about to be completed, but it was demolished. I don't know the reason why it was demolished. That one is even better. It's a better structure, than this. I will remind you, anytime we go to that axis, I will remind you of that structure. It's no longer there. Probably it's lack of standard that made them to demolish it. I don't know. So, but I don't know the way they will patch this work now to make it look better. It's honestly below standard. Everybody knows this and everybody is condemning it. So, but I don't know why the place is still like this. Nothing is happening as against making amends to what people are complaining about. See, let me tell us something, and this is the things that we know, but it's just that greed and careless attitude will not allow us to do the right thing. The type of structures that you see in a city, the type of things, especially things that belongs to the government, automatically describes the people in that city and the government of that state. It's a simple thing. And quite unfortunately, every government comes in with its own standard. There is no unification of standard. Anybody that comes, he start doing whatever he wants. But one thing I am very sure is that doing things they want to do does not make it to be right. That is one thing I am very sure. That it is still there, nothing happens, and in anything that we are doing, if you do the wrong thing and people are saying that it is wrong, it doesn't make it to be right. Eventually, it is 50-50. Either something happens to it or it remains. But whatever that we see in our environment belongs to all of us. But we here at YangaLife will keep saying what we know that is good or what is not good for our place. And that has been what we are doing. Well, let's move around to, take a critical look of the park. They call it Solution Park and Garden. From what I'm seeing here, the solution is not near. There is no solution near to this construction that is going on. Solution Park and Garden to be built and managed by McMera Group of Companies. Yes, McMera, you need to do your business. Nobody is stopping you from doing your business. And I don't blame McMera for whatever. Of course, he is spending his money to get these things done. But the blame goes much to the people that are supposed to supervise this. That is it. And like I said, it does not stop us from talking. And all we are doing is to have a better environment where people can come in and invest. Just take a good look where an investor will come now to want to build skyscraper in this dirty environment. Where is it done? That's why we say that our politicians need to rethink, especially the Southeasterners. I'm saying this 10 times without number. We need to build our home. Let's build our home. Let's make our home the standard. And also, I keep saying this, if you want to award contracts, give contract to people that knows what they are doing and let them give you what you want. Let them give you that standard that will stand the test of time, that people will see and know that, yes, educated people are living in this city. It's not everything is money. Everything is not money. You spend money to get money. So you expect somebody to come and build skyscraper in such environment?
I don't know the way we reason. I said it, instead of using three money to build 3 roads, you can build 2 standard roads. Gradually we finish the other 3rd one. In fact, honestly, this thing I'm not at ease with it. I'm not at ease. Not only this project, so many other things that we see in our society here, it's not quite encouraging. We don't need to throw money around this time around. Everything we are doing now is supposed to be up to standard, and 1 is 1. We keep saying this 10 times with our number, and we will keep saying it. We will not get tired. What is wrong is wrong. What is good, we praise it and say that good, this is good. So that is what we do, and that's what people here are known for. Well, let's still move down a bit towards the end and see what that place looks like. The other side, the gutters are open. You see people setting planks, rough, tattered environment. Why not just this one? They even do here is even better. See the way they cover the drainage, although it's not the standard, but it's something that looks neater because they want their vehicles to pass over it. Yeah. Well, it will not cost us much, and I see the future where all these drainages will be reconstructed with covered drainage and the walkway on top of them. The next project we'll be showing you is the erosion control site at Awka. We decided to bring it in, though Awka is just a neighboring town to Bosi and Onitsha. So we thought it wise to just bring in that of Awka so that it becomes part of the Onitsha projects. Because you can never leave the fact that Awka is part of Onitsha metropolis. Yes, it is. So let's watch what is going on here. So you can see the site, you can see what is going on here, the rechanneling of that drainage. We'll move to the other side so we can have a better look of it. But if you ask me, from the way this thing is looking now, the exit has been opened up, so it means that water will now run through this place. Well, I think they have to rethink concerning this construction. This work is supposed to draw that drainage down into a river. There must be a river down there where that Idemili River passes through. They're supposed to draw this channel down there, and if possible start filling all these places down to towards that side, because as they have opened up that place here, the erosion will still continue somewhere here. Please, this is a wake-up call. Something has to be done. I just hope that work will not end there. That channel has to go down to a place that is less dangerous. Even if that place is less dangerous for now, tomorrow it can be dangerous. So it's supposed to move down straight to a river and joins that river. Well, that is my honest opinion. I don't know what you think. I want to hear from you what you think about this, and bring your solution to that.
But if you have not subscribed to YangaLife channel, please click on the subscription button, notification bell. Let's hear your view about this video, and don't forget to click on the like button and share this video. Let's have more discussion on our videos and the way forward. That is the purpose of this channel. Thank you. So this is the summary of the projects that are going on in Onitsha, and let's hear what you think about the presentation that we have just made through the comment section, and we say bye for now.